What's up YouTube and Unreal developers? In this video I'm going to give you a quick overview of the Charts Pro Heatmap table and also give you a quick demo of how to actually put this into your level. So here is my little test input mode that I've set up for you, so you can just input some sample data and see how your chart's going to look with various properties. So as you can see here, there are 2D and 3D charts, and these are can't be completely synchronized, and they can use the same data set. All the visual props here are only connected to the 2D chart, but for the most part, pretty much everything here is also on the 3D chart. I honestly just got a little bit lazy in setting that up. I was feeling a little bit burnt out on this project by the end of it. Yeah, anyway, so we can go in here and add a row, and you can go in here and add values. If you don't add as many values as there are columns, then it's just going to inject zeros in there for the rest of them, so something to be aware of. So yeah, as you can see, adds in game 5 right there, and if I look at one of these, you'll see they're all actually 0. And yeah, that is one of the features of the 2D chart here, is this little tooltip, which you can put whatever you want here. You can just format this text however you like, of course, depending on your data and what you want to see there. And there's some nice helpers for like number of decimals and that sort of thing too. Not everything is in here in the visual props necessarily, but you can also kind of just check the colors here. Again, this is only connected to the 2D, so the 3D chart won't actually change any of the colors here. That's a bad one. Let's try that. Something like that. That's better. Okay, but yeah, as you can see, it's really pretty simple to operate this little tool here, and we can clear them all out just like that. Okay, so as far as actually using this, there's two ways you could use the 2D chart. Of course, you could place it directly in another widget and then just add the data to it, which is what I'm doing here. Let's see. So yeah, on the construct, I'm just changing the data sets to the sample data, which I just exposed that as a pin, and I'm spawning this or adding that from the game mode. So I've stored my data on this custom game mode I set up just for the sample here, and I feed it in right there. And I also do the same thing for the 3D chart. Of course, there's a couple ways you could do the 3D chart. You could just spawn an actor from class, and we'll do a 3D heat map, and you'll see you can pretty much just go ahead and spawn it in with the data and give it a transform, all that good stuff. Everything you want's pretty much exposed here. But another way you can do it is if you want to drag them into the world in a specific location, to just place your actors that way, that's fine too. The important thing is just you want to probably tag that if you're gonna plan to use more than one of these. I would definitely recommend tagging it to get a hold of that. Yeah, then you can just get all actors of class to tag, and then change the data sets after you get that. Let's see. So yeah, there's really not a whole lot to it. Let's see. There is one thing that's kind of worth noting as far as the 2D and the 3D heat map. So there's two functions. There's change data set. This is for if you want to completely overhaul or change like all the completely change the number of rows or columns or the colors or anything like that. So if you're looking to actually change the visual properties of the chart, you want to use change data set. If you just want to update the values and animate, or not animate if you choose not to, between the current and the target value, then you can call update values. Either one's going to get the job done, but if you want the chart to smoothly animate, then you use update values. But if you need to add columns, rows, use change data set, and that applies to 2D or the 3D heat map. It's also important to understand one thing about the 3D heat map. So this is probably the more complex of the two charts. So this gets built from the ground up. So in order to do that, I'm making a working copy of the input data, and then it's reversing the rows so that it builds from the ground up. So this builds from the bottom left corner, whereas the 2D will be building downwards, but it's a little bit less relevant with the 2D one. So anyway, that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your purchase, and I hope this tool is helpful to you. Have a great day.